Marcia this morning talked about, I love so much what she said because it was so much what I was going to do in my workshop today. She talked about underscoring just like a film. There was once this film that was in the 40s, I think, taken out of theaters in like 2 weeks because it was such a failure. And they wanted it to be real. And in the real world, music doesn't play in the background, so there was no music. And then they went back after it failed miserably, and they added music to it. And it won like Best Film of the Year, and Best Actor, and Best all these other things. All these things that apparently had not been good when there was no music. There was no music award for it. But I think that speaks to how everything else is a little more powerful often when we add music to it. So this is a reading that I sometimes use, and we're just going to mix it with the chant a little bit. There is an ocean. It is an ocean of consciousness, an ocean of bliss. Each one of us is a drop in that ocean, and in that sense we are all one.
The ocean is the beginning of the earth. The ocean is the
As we expand our limited selves into this infinite consciousness, we tap into a network of infinite possibilities, infinite creativity, and great, great power. Carried by the waves of this ocean, we swirl past all limitations and maximize our God-given potential. So look at the basic elements that we already use and recombine them. Some of those are readings, sermons, and stories, joys and concerns, hymns, musical performance by choir or instrumentalists, and meditation and prayer. So this was just one example of how you can take a chant and combine it with a choir performance and a reading and congregational singing. What songs can be sung or instruments played during a reading or prayer? What about a responsive singing? I often do this in services that I read something, but instead of reading something back to me, the congregation isn't looking at anything. I've taught them a song, and they sing one time through that song back to me. We are the flow, we are the ebb, we are the weavers, we are the web. There are some responsive singings just like this in the supplement. There's 3 of them right there, 1037, 1038, 1061. Where either the choir or the congregation is singing a response to words or vice versa. Some of the other places to get these ideas are to talk to the youth in your congregation. I got so many of my worship ideas that I do from youth worships. I was involved in YRUU. I bring that to a church on Sunday, and people think it's the greatest, newest, hippest shit ever. Nope. Nope. It's been around for a decade, since I was in high school, and it worked then for us, but no one was asking us to lead the services, or when they did, they wouldn't let us do that music. So invite them to be part of the worship planning experience. If they have ideas, ask them if they have ideas, invite them to do the whole service.